Next up at UFC 287, we have Cynthia Calvillo versus the potentially unreliable Lupita Godinez. Cynthia Calvillo, you disagree with that statement after what she did to you?
No, I was just like, I was disappointed too.
I thought you were disagreeing.
No, I would never.
She ruined a lot of lives. Cynthia Calvillo, 9-5 overall. 1-4 in her last 5. She is riding a 4-fight skid. Lupita Godinez, 8-3 overall, 3-2 in her last 5, and she's coming off that loss to Angela Hill, which should have just been absolute domination, but it was not. This is trickier than the odds, though. This is another fight. I'll tell you right now, I don't have Cynthia Calvillo in a lot of stuff. Sorry, Lupita Godinez in a lot of stuff, because after that Angela Hill fight, I don't know how much I can trust her. And she's taking on Cynthia Calvillo, and Cynthia Calvillo's better than her 4-0 skid or her 0-4 skid. She's well-rounded, good striker, good grappler, decent takedowns. And while she is pretty well-rounded, she's not the fastest person in the division, but she is pretty technical. When she gets you to the ground, she's going to soften you up with strikes and then work for a submission from there. She lands more than 4 significant strikes per minute, but she's not the most comfortable person in those striking exchanges. Again, she is on a 4-fight skid, but if you look a little closer, they're to all good opponents, right? She's not losing to bums. She's losing to very good opponents. A lot of people are arguing that, she was broke. Like, she got, not like money-wise, but she was broken in that first fight that started that skid. And we're going to find out in this fight because she's taking on Lupita Godinez. And when Lupita shows up, she is big, strong, a powerful wrestler, a powerful grappler. She will bully you to the ground. She'll have clean boxing on the feet. Her setups are both solid with her striking and her grappling. But when she's not all there, when she doesn't show up ready to go like she did against Angela Hill, she's just off. She's not bullying. She's not working the takedown. She's just a step behind, reacting. So we don't know what Lupita we're going to get, but if we get the normal one, the one that we expect to get, she should win this fight. She should be able to push Cynthia around, take her down, beat her up, and get it done. So that's what I'm going to bank on here. I think Lupi's going to win this fight. I'm not betting on her, not after the last fight. She's going to sort of have to prove that was an anomaly. And you're going to see a couple of losses on her record. One was a robbery against what's her name?
Penne, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, Jessica Penne. That was a straight-up robbery. Her other loss was on 3 days' notice.
She had she had just fought the week before. Literally had just fought, and she did the Chimaev turnaround up in a weight class, dominated the first round, and then got tired. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, and I think people should start to realize it, because same thing happened with Terrence McKinney against Drew Dober. Almost had him out.
That's what somebody said in the Discord today. They're like, I just don't like that loss to Luana Carolina or whatever. It's like, do you understand the circumstances behind it? She had just literally fought. She had just fought the week before.
And it's not her weight class.
Right.
Like, and
she still dominated the first round. I mean, she was tossing Luana around.
And she relies on her size. Lupi needs to be the bully. If she can't bully, she has a hard time. She should be able to bully Cynthia Calvillo. She should absolutely be able to get this done. Lupi's the pick. If you want to parlay her, go for it. I'm just going to sit tight, have her prove herself to me. And this isn't a women's MMA thing because we absolutely cashed last week on Holly Holm. We cashed at UFC 285 or whatever it was on...
Amanda Ribas?
No.
Tabitha
Ricci. So we're cashing on women's MMA, but Lupi burned us. She's got to earn that trust back. She's absolutely the pick, though. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia. Jesus died for our Cynthia. Do you know what that's from?
No.
Jesus cried for our Cynthias. You are dead. You are dead. Beep boop boop. You are dead.
Sounds like Grandma's Boy. What is that from?
It's similar. It's 20. I think 22 Jump Street or 21.
Oh,
okay. When he's doing the slam poetry or whatever. Cynthia. Let's go back to the Lupi Angela Hill fight because I was completely embarrassed by Lupi. I said she was going to die. I had so much money on her. I said she's going to absolutely dominate that fight. And in the first round, she was winning that fight. And that was the issue for Lupi in that fight because she was striking in the first round and she was hurting Angela Hill. I mean, Angela Hill's very, very tough, but she does get hurt. And if anyone hurt her as bad as Lupi, I would like to see it because, I mean, she was absolutely hurt in that first round. So I think Lupi was like, oh, well, I'll just knock her out in the second round. Then it didn't happen in the second round. She's like, oh, I'll just knock her out in the third round. And she just kind of stuck to that game plan because it was so successful early on that she never went back to her wrestling. If she uses her wrestling, and I'm going out on a limb here for Loopy once again, if she uses her wrestling, she can beat probably 98% of the girls in her weight class. I said it before, her wrestling is just so her sister's like an Olympic wrestler. The whole family wrestles. She knows what the hell she's doing. She can absolutely ragdoll everyone. She could be the champ if she would wrestle. When she doesn't wrestle, she's a very average fighter, and that's why she lost against Angela Hill. If she doesn't wrestle against Cynthia, I think Cynthia's the better striker. The issue is, and as Angela alluded to it, I think she is broke. I think she has zero confidence. She's lacking literally zero confidence in her striking, in her grappling. People, like Angela mentioned as well, it's just like she just doesn't seem like the same person, which is a shame because I was a big fan. I'm going to be rooting for her in this fight. It would be awesome to see her kind of pull off that upset because I'm kind of over Loopy by now. But if Loopy wants to wrestle, she can dominate. If she doesn't wrestle, it's going to be a close fight. And we'll see what Loopy wants to do.
I got a hair in my eye. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Man, contacts are rough. I completely agree with you. Absolutely, we're aligned here. We do disagree on a couple of these fights, but we're aligned here. That's why I didn't touch any bets because minus 300, if she was minus 150, let's say the bookies were like, hey, you screwed us last time, then maybe, but at minus 300.
You should change your video source and do that. I think that's because it's laggy on my screen, so I think it might be the video source itself. Like flip it and flip it back. I don't know if you can do that or not.
All right. Well, there's not.
Oh boy.
Let's try.
Oh boy, fucked it up.
That do anything?
Maybe.
I only have one camera.
Oh no, it didn't do it. Sorry.
All right, we'll do it in between fights. Anyway, I think Loopy's going to get it done. $9,200. I will probably spend that money in DraftKings because she should get some takedowns and do some elbowing. You can spend the money in DraftKings.
I actually think that she comes in, and the one thing that worries me the most is after that fight, she wasn't like pissed off about it. She was just like, "Oh well, like whoops,
yeah.
Like we'll move on." So that tells me like, but if she comes in and use her wrestling, I think she can find a finish. I think she can find a finish versus the Cynthia, but it's risky. That's gonna pay. That 9,200 is gonna be the best or the fucking worst, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the money, and this is another fight where I'm waiting for those bet online prop bets because we may get a Loopy one takedown prop bet. I'll do the more on that because of her last fight. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what that looks like because I do think she'll come in and I think she'll wrestle and look to get that done. So I'm going to wait for those prop bets to drop. Make sure if you're a premium member, you have your Discord linked so that on Friday, those drop on Fridays. On Friday, after those takedown prop bets drop, if we hit one, you will get the alert directly to your phone. Those last minute Friday props, those lines move quick, right? There's about a 10-minute window where you can hit them before they start to take off because there is no sharp, right? We're the sharps when it comes to those lines because they drop very publicly. It's only one book that has them, and then they immediately start moving. So WeWantPicks.com, $10 to become a member. That's a whole month. I think we have 6 weeks of events lined up. So $10 will get you 4 weeks worth of freaking events and everything under the sun. Let me mess with this real quick. I'm just going to do no video. Okay. Ooh, hey, me holding a grill. How you doing, pal?
That actually is a lot better.
What are you eating? Now the camera's... Oh, there it is. What are you eating?
It was actually a lot better when you had... No, it's still framey. I don't know why it's so framey.
It is what it is. I have full gig up and down.
It's got to be a camera input issue is what it feels like. It's almost like, and I know you don't have OBS open, but like if you have it in like 2 different spots, it'll start lagging frames. But
it is what it is. I got full gig internet. Well, yours fixed when you left and came back.
Mine was never the issue. So you can deflect all you want.
Let me try one
like in the Discord today. I didn't even do anything. You just started attacking me. I was just alerting you that people were calling you a fucking fat ass in the Discord. I wanted you to be able to defend yourself. So I just tagged you in this guy's post, and then you just started throwing obscenities at me for no reason. It's misguided anger. I don't know what it is.
I just needed you to know.
You're still worried about your parents' divorce.
I just needed you to know that I could beat your ass.
But we don't know if that's true.
I'm pretty sure that's true. 99-cent super chat from Russell Ranchino. Thank you very much, Russell. And a $1.99 super chat from Lymph. Can you explain BetOnline's withdrawal process? It's the same as the deposit. So Jacob and I use crypto because it's the easiest and the fastest. And you just do withdrawal. You put in your crypto address and bingo bongo, there's your money. Very, very simple. But crypto is always the easiest with the offshore books, and they will give you all sorts of deposit bonuses every time, not just your first deposit, but every single time because they want to deal with crypto as well. So just get yourself a Coinbase if you don't have one. It's free. It'll give you an ad. Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know what he had to do with anything.
He made your body so weird that it would make those horrific sounds on camera.
Is that your theory?
I mean,
Because I think my parents were fucking.
what?
Well, you said Jesus made me, but I think my parents were the ones that made me. They got down and dirty.
Okay.
Valentine's Day, 1985. 86, I guess.
Was it Valentine's Day? What's
October.
9 months from your birthday?
October.
Oh, yeah. Might have been.
My sister's September. I'm October, so turn of the year. It gets cold in Indiana in the wintertime. I'll tell you that. It gets cold in Indiana in the wintertime.
Oh, jeez. Well, good for you. Good for your parents. You know what I mean? Good for him. Good for him.
I mean, good for them, huh? I mean, look at this.